Welcome to the Prophecy Club. Our topics today are Gitmo, the drones, and how X is planning on becoming everything. I will say the everything mark of the beast app. Okay, first, somebody emailed me and said, why don't you put the massive arrests on your summary of active prophecies? And I thought, yeah, that's a good idea. So here's where we stand right now. We have 38 prophecies, dreams, visions, audible voices, angel visits, each one of these. 38 that say suitcase nukes are in America. 17 say that a meteor is going to cause a tsunami, an earthquake, and 17 say a food shortage is coming. 11 say the dollar is going to fall. 11 says there's going to be massive arrests, and 7, a surprise Russian nuclear attack. Okay. First of all, Joseph Kitchen is offering a site-wide free shipping right now. That's really good because a lot of this stuff is pretty heavy, and shipping is normally quite high. So I'd recommend you go there, and you want to get yourself a machine package. That's the gizmos you need to take the wheat berries and turn them into wheat. And then you want to order either one person a year, 2 people a year, 4 people, 6 people a year, whatever. And you get that, and you start making homemade whole wheat bread, which most of your long-term emergency storage food places charge about $10,000 to feed one person for a year. At Joseph's Kitchen, you can do it better, my opinion, for about $1,000 a year. Okay, next thing is if you want gold, or if you want to turn your IRA or your 401 gold or your bank account or some kind, if your money's in paper, it's in very dangerous position. Calling 800-200-GOLD is a very smart thing to do. Also, if you want to get the prepper bars, which is the little gold or silver credit card size things that you can carry in your purse or your billfold, 844-71-1776. Okay, so Gitmo is not just for illegals. I got this in an email. They said, hey, so they're upgrading Gitmo. Is this for illegals? Okay, let's talk about it. Headline, Trump to have Homeland Security and Pentagon prep a migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. So it says, this is Trump. Today I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing a 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. He said the facility would be used to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. He says, we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo Bay. Now, I would love to be able to say I've been to Guantanamo Bay and I've been in a position to know exactly what I'm talking about, but I don't. What I can bring you is I've read, Bible prophecy, been teaching it 40 years, and all of these dreams and visions and these other people, and I'll tell you what fits with me. I can't say that we're not going to send any migrants to Gitmo, as they call it, but I'm pretty certain, I'm pretty safe in saying I don't think that's what they're really going to do. They may send a few, but I think it's really for senators, congressmen, international bankers, the worst of the worst of the worst of the very, very top people that run the world. This is our last and perhaps our most recent attempt to rid ourselves of these Moloch and Baal worshippers that rule the world. The people that told Benjamin Fulford, we have ruled this planet for thousands of years and we'll destroy it rather than give it up. These are people, possibly even the same flesh and blood, but these are people that have been ruling the world, truth be known, probably since the days of the pharaohs and the pyramids. Some even, who knows, maybe they have a way to bring them back. I mean, the pharaohs buried all of this stuff with them in the pyramids because I think they had been told that they're going to be brought back. And so anyway, I can't rule that out. Let's go on, though. Anyway, so this detention facility was originally set up in 2002 to detain foreign militant suspects. Okay. Again, I'm guessing, but I think I got a good guess, and I'm probably right. Remember, the Holy Spirit said He would lead us into all truth. A lot of times where the conspiracy theory comes from is the Holy Spirit's telling us the truth, but we can't prove it, and so it's a conspiracy theory. But here lately, it's been amazing how many of the conspiracy theories come to pass. Okay, so my suspicion is that he's really preparing it for the bad congressmen and the bankers, these evil people in high places that they're about to arrest. Now, let me refresh you. Okay, so normally there's anywhere from 25 to 125 sealed indictments in the 50 states at any one time. But right now, as me checking about a week ago, there's some 469,000 sealed indictments. What's a sealed indictment? Well, it's an arrest warrant where they've done the research, the investigation, and they filed an arrest warrant, but they seal it so that when if they were to start rounding people up and turn the light on, the cockroaches would run to the cracks. So this is an opportunity for to get them everybody ready so that when they decide to arrest them, they can, and I think it'll be the Marines, and I think it'll be a massive arrest quickly, perhaps over the process of a week. Now, as you recall, 11/11 of 2019, Trump was just getting off of his helicopter, and a bunch of reporters came around him, started asking him questions. This was his reply to one of them. He said, well, in light of all the things going on, and you know what I mean by that, the fake news, the commies of this world, all the bad things that went on, it's called the swamp. And you know what happened? You know what I did? A big favor. I caught the swamp. I caught them all. This is in 2019. I caught them all. Let's see what happens. Nobody else could have done that but me. I caught all of this corruption that was going on, and nobody else could have done it. I think that he's updating it, upgrading it, because he's about to put a bunch of high-ranking people into it. All right, let's go on. Now, if you jump to this January 14th, 2025, and it's talking about how they've awarded a contract for $249 million for upgrading Guantanamo Bay. And they say they want to get that done by 2030. Okay, so what's going on? I think that they're preparing to put a bunch of bad people down there. What's the difference? Why would we have to put them in Guantanamo Bay rather than one of our prisons in America? Well, first of all, in America, they have the right to remain silent. And if a new regime comes in, they can just turn them back out. Plus that, if they go to Guantanamo Bay, that is military. And they can go to a military tribunal where they don't have the right to remain silent. They don't have the right to an attorney. For one, you can't afford one will be appointed for you. They don't have any of those rights. And that's what it will take to cause a great sweep and cleaning of America. Now, let me jump to this. Let me remind you, we've already read this several times. This is October 2012 from Daniel Davis. And he's a missionary down in Costa Rica. We had him speak, make a DVD for Prophecy Club. You can watch it at watchprophecyclub.com. He said, in one of his 3 dreams, I was standing in downtown Dallas with multitudes of people, and a government official stepped to the screen and said, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement to make. America as you have known it has ceased to exist. That's actually good news. Hang on. Ceased to exist. All property lines have been dissolved, and the U.S. dollar is worthless. Now, either that is America has been overcome, or what we think it is, we just got a new flag. We just got rid of the all-capital United States of America that was tricked and brought into us in 1871, I believe, by the international bankers. And this is them putting us back under the new name called the Republic of the United States of America. Matter of fact, it may be the Republic of America. I have to check that name. Anyway, we get a new flag, a new name, and a new financial system where we go around the Federal Reserve. The dollar, just like it says, is no more. They come out with an entirely new financial system. When's that happening? Well, it could happen any day. Let's go on to the next topic. Now let's talk about X, because that fits. X, according to Elon Musk, is going to become the everything app. Is that good or is that bad? Well, most people can say, oh, that's really good. We'd like to be able to have one app that can do everything. We can communicate with all of our friends out there, and then we can buy or sell anything. Okay, let's talk about it. So Elon Musk's X and Visa ink a deal as it pursues becoming the everything app, This is January 28th of 2025. X has inked a partnership with Visa as Elon Musk owned social media platform seeks to become everything app that offers peer-to-peer payments and other capabilities. What are peer-to-peer payments? That means if you need to pay any of your bills, your house payment, your car payment, if you need to send the buddy some money next door because he bought your lawnmower or something, you do it all through X. Isn't that what we've been watching for? A time where no man can buy or sell save he had the mark of the name of the beast or the number of his name? Boom. Now, isn't it, if you haven't already watched it, I made a program called Why I Don't Trust Elon Musk. I give some real good reasons in there. He is the guy that is putting up the 42,000 low Earth orbiting satellites, and I don't think they're good. I think it's going to be you remember Henry Kissinger said, he who controls food can control continents. He who controls money can control the whole world. So they have to have one system, an electronic ledger system, so that if you're not in that system, you cannot buy or sell. My opinion, X is that system. My opinion, Elon Musk is that guy that's going to set it up. Now, do I have a thus saith the Lord? No. Can I prove that? No. But I'm watching, and I think you're a good watchman, and I bet you're watching too. All right, let's go on. So he goes on to say it's supposed to debut or start this year, and it'll support secure plus instant funding to X wallets using Visa Direct. But this is just this year. This is just starting. But it's kind of like a snowball rolling downhill. It's going to get bigger until it's all over the world. They're probably going to link that in with WeChat, which is what is controlling China right now. So if you don't do as you're told, if you're not a good little citizen, then they can just take your money away. You can't travel, you can't buy or sell, you can't eat, you can't buy gasoline, nothing. Users will have the ability to do peer-to-peer payments by connecting their debit cards. Transfer of funds directly to users' bank accounts will be available through the partnership with Visa. I'm telling you, X and Elon Musk are not your friend. Now let's talk about the drones. I got some good information there. I still do not think we have the whole truth. I think suitcase nukes is what it's really about. Okay, first of all, President Donald Trump shares update on drones seen flying over New Jersey. His Carolyn Levitt, his new press secretary, got up and said, the White House on Tuesday revealed that some of the drones flying over New Jersey and other parts of the country in November were authorized, I agree, to be flown by the Federal Aviation Administration. Okay, fine. After research and study, the drones that were flying over New Jersey in large numbers were authorized by the FAA for research. Research? Well, what is the root word to research? It is search. Research and various other reasons, Levitt said. What are they searching for? I think that they pulled out the suitcase nukes. We're talking about evil people in high places, the people like the Moloch and Baal worshippers. And when they pulled them out and they opened the cases that had been protecting the radiation from being exposed, all of a sudden it started setting off the Geiger counters, the radiation detectors in these various places, and the FAA and somebody someplace on the good side freaked out because they were found all over New York, New Jersey, and also Albany, and also Texas. I got that from a police officer, the last thing about Texas. So it sets off their Geiger counters. They start freaking out. Whoa, 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 where's this radiation coming from? We got to send up drones. Now, why do they fly at night rather than during the day? Because the sun's rays diminishes the signature of the radiation coming from the device. And so the night allows that signature to go out. Just like AM, if you have an AM station in the evening, the radiation from the sun's rays is not holding the AM signal back. And you can have, like say if you have a 550 AM spot with 1,000 watts, you can hear it around the world because it just goes every place. That's why the drones fly at night, because it's easier to detect the radiation. What they're looking for, my opinion, is they're searching for what is causing this radiation spike. I'll show you. This is January 28th, 2025. Intense police activity around Holland Tunnel from Hoboken to New York City. Now look at this. Look at that. They have found something. They're flying in circles. Okay, they found something and they're trying to locate it. Look at the circles. Okay, it's not a joke. They found something. I think it's a Geiger counter. A radiation detector started going nuts and they started freaking out. What's going on? What's going on? We got to find this. We got to find this. There's more. There is intense police activity in Hoboken, New Jersey, near and around the entrance to the Holland Tunnel to New York City. A New Jersey State Police helicopter is making numerous circles over and around the Holland Tunnel. Something big is going on. That's right, something big is going on. And I think God arranged for your prophecy club to know what was going to happen way back in 1998 when we had Stanislav Lunev come in and tell us about this. Now, I've got another video up, and it's called All of the Dreams and Visions About Suitcase Nukes. It's an hour long. Go up there and watch it. You can't get 38 different people that have had dreams, visions, angel visions, audible voices, and they're all wrong. Okay? We have suitcase nukes. And if you want to pray against them so that they don't come, you go to prophecyclub.com, you slide to the bottom, and you join Fast Track and Fast Gap. Enough of that. Large-scale nuclear training exercise to take place in Schenectady, New York. But don't worry. The public does not need to be alarmed, including the presence of military personnel, aircraft, and people in protective equipment. It's just a training exercise. Well, maybe it is just a training exercise. But maybe that training exercise has been started because their Geiger counters are going off and they haven't been able to find the source and they're freaking out. They're saying, we don't know what it is, we don't know where it is, but something's out there. We got to get ready for it. Okay? These are the good guys that are uninformed. They haven't been listening to Prophecy Club. And if they did listen to Prophecy Club, they wouldn't understand that this is the voice of God warning us. And so consequently, they're trying to do it all in their power. As a result, if you look to the left, over in the green area, this is the website where the government goes to put up requests of things it wants to buy. It's put up 12/9/24. It wants to buy, look at the bottom, 249,000 packages of 20-tablet blister packs of potassium iodide. What is potassium iodide? When a nuclear device is detonated, the wind blows the radioactive powder every place. It settles on everything. It's called fallout. You absorb the radioactive iodine, which kills your thyroid, killing you. It goes in your food, your skin, you can't avoid it. A simple fix is to immediately start taking potassium iodide pills, which flood your thyroid with good iodine, keeping the radioactive iodine out. You need 1 bottle per person per exposure for everyone from infant to adult available. 10 bottles for a gift of $150. I suggest you get that one. It's $20. $20 a bottle to save a life. Would you give $20 to save a life? Okay, maybe it's not you or your family, but your neighbors. Would you give $20 to save a neighbor's life? There you go. We have them at prophecyclub.com. Shelf life 5 to 8 years, potentially more if you're refrigerated. I keep mine frozen. prophecyclub.com. Now, next article. This one was back in December 16th, but since the drone situations has really not gone away, let's read it. Nuclear Regulatory Commission releases report confirming radioactive material has been lost. It tells about how the container showed up, and when it arrived at its destination, it had been torn open and the contents were gone. And it says it's low radioactive, it's not going to hurt anybody. Okay, so why'd they release this? I think it's what you call a patsy. In other words, they're going to be able to say, wait a minute, we told you, that this thing was lost. This is not the problem. This is a cover-up. You remember Dmitri said to Michael, Now for the reason I'm here. I was sent to show you something. I looked down and I saw small lights begin to flicker off. Now look at where. New York is one of them. Why? Because there's some, I don't know, 20 to 35 cities that these 20 to 35 suitcase nukes is what one prophecy said. And it could be, one prophecy, I think it was by Byron Searle, said he saw 10 of them in a circle around the financial center in New York, all 10 of them to go off at the same time. So that's not one per 10 cities. That was 10 at one particular location. And according to the prophecies, they're all supposed to go off at the same second, the same millisecond. But according to this, they were flickering. Now, maybe that's going off every hour. Maybe they're set to all go off at the same time, but maybe they actually don't go off at the same time. But I'm telling you, it's real. It's real. And you know what? When this one hits, this is going to catapult Prophecy Club to a lot of people are going to wish they'd been listening. Which, by the way, this would be a very good one for you to forward on to your friends. They might think I'm a nutcase off my rocker, but when it happens, they're going to come back and say, okay, you have my attention. Drones, okay, here's my opinion. I think the radiation has been detected in New Jersey, New York, Albany, California, and Texas. I think the Geiger counters have started going off, and they're scared out of their mind. I think the suitcase nukes are being pulled out of hiding. I think they're preparing them for use. As they're pulled out of the radiation shielding, they're setting off Geiger counter warning systems. The proper authorities are sending drones to try to find them, but apparently they haven't found them, or if they have found them, they haven't bothered to call and tell me. The drones fly only at night because sunlight diminishes the radiation just like it diminishes the AM signal on your AM radio, okay? It slows things down flowing through the air. They are ours. If they were foreign, they would not be taking care to use the red and green light aviation warning lights. There's more. Now let's jump back to December 18, 2024. New York radiation levels spike amid drone sightings as Americans told prepare for worse. This is not because some container of low radiation was broken into. They're scared out of their mind. Look, I didn't make this up. So it says, unexplained radiation spikes in the area. Geiger counter world map, which tracks radiation levels across the world. 2 areas in New York, metro area have been flagged as red. Both set over 200 counts per minute safety threshold. Similar red flags over north near Connecticut. Drones are hunting for nuclear warhead that went missing during the Cold War. I think that's another cover story too. I don't think it's something came over from Ukraine. I think all of that is a cover story, and I think what we're looking at is very potentially sometime this year. So, now, I don't know. God has not told me when, okay? But very possibly, my guess is this year. Let's go on. Are drones over New Jersey searching for nuclear radiation? Yes. They want to know where this is coming from. So I believe it's detected a nuclear radiation. Drones could be equipped with advanced sensors for radioactive material. Elevated radiation levels in New York City coincide with the drone sightings. Duh. Now, let me back up. Okay, so Trump's new press secretary gets up and she says, oh, well, they're from the aviation FAA, and they're ours, and there's no concern. I don't think she's lying. I think that's what she was told. She's given the best information she was told. It's just that they aren't telling people what's really going on is suitcase nukes. As a matter of fact, it may be the people flying the drones, the Geiger counters going off, the people that are looking, they don't know about the suitcase nukes. They don't know what's causing it. But I'm trying to tell you, I've got 38 dreams, visions, angel visits, audible voices, including Dimitri Duduman visiting his grandson Michael Boldea in the night, showing him them going off. So if you believe Dimitri Duduman heard from God, you better be listening to what I'm saying. One of the solutions is when the suitcase nukes go off, if you have one of these on your home, one on each of your cars, The theory is it's supposed to stop it. And you can get it at empshield.com. And if you use the promo code PROPHECY, you get a $50 discount. I have one of my cars, got one right here. It works hopefully really, really, really good. Radiation rises alarm amid continued drone sightings. Now, I read this. This is back December 16th when they were talking about all the, but the drone situation's gone away now because, Trump, his press secretary says, it's okay. It's okay. It's ours. Well, what if it's really not gone? I don't think it's gone yet. I don't think they've found, I haven't heard anything about them finding a suitcase nuke. Have you? So it says significant spikes in radiation levels. Essentially, I think that's what, look, read it. Okay, you can pause and read it. I already read it here. I'm running out of time. Here's another radiation spikes, New York and New Jersey. And I think that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. That's what's causing it. So, I praise God for Trump. I hope he really is a Christian, really is saved. He's really trying to make America great again. But you better understand, even if that is true, there's some evil people in high places that are furious beyond belief with, just like they've said, we've ruled this planet for thousands of years, we'll destroy it rather than give it up. And I think they know that they're about to lose America. First thing they'll lose is the financial system. They're already losing a lot. Trump's taken a lot away from them. And there'll be a point in there where they'll say, just nuke it, just destroy it. And that's when Russia totally destroys us in 1 hour. As you recall, this past Saturday, November the 9th, the Lord spoke to me 2 words screaming at me loud like a trumpet. Medical, medical. I take that to mean that not only myself, but also those that follow Prophecy Club, in addition to all of the other preparations we've made, we need to start making medical preparations. And I put that out, and I was deluged with emails sending me to this place. This is the place that all of you seem to like when it comes to medical supplies. So I called them, hooked up, and I've arranged to get you a 5% discount when you use the promo code PROPHECY. Promo code PROPHECY, 5% discount, and it's refugomedical.com. refugomedical.com. And as you can see, they have all kinds of, here's one of the main things you need to get. It's called a burn bucket. This tells you all about it. They also have a business bundle, a home bundle. I think everybody ought to have at least a home bundle. They also have vehicle bundles, church bundles. So they already put this stuff together, and this is not foreign-made stuff. This is all American-made, and it's by a Christian company. And you go to refugomedical.com. refugomedical.com.